Hey, I'm back out here. Got a whole bunch of chunks that I probably don't need. Got a lot of work to do this time. I'm going to try and get some stuff done, get those cabinets up, get that wall finished. That'll be a big help. Got a microwave, small one, and I brought my big computer and printer. I went and checked the voltages already, and they're perfect. Gonna get this toolbox populated. Gonna do quite a few things, I think. Gotta do as best I can. But for now, I've been driving all day, so I'm gonna kick back. Y'all have fun now. I don't know what happened there, but I have to see if I even got any of this. Well, I just mentioned the C word about the great big person who walked around with the stretch pants in the science fiction documentary a long time ago. And so the whole thing that I was just doing didn't go. So anyhow, I don't think it went anyhow. What I'm going to do today is, first off, I'm making colloidal silver. I'm going to fill this pot up with colloidal silver and take it out and dump it in the rainwater tank. Sheldon's doing what he does best, licking the floor. I got my bike out. I'm going to ride it up to Sirocco to the tech center and pick up those rocks. Now, Roger Gaylord, I think it is, was correct. He's one of the commenters on our site, comments a lot. He was absolutely right. They were iron, but they're hematite. And there's various densities out there. Some of them are very magnetic, some of them are not hardly at all. But our rocks are hematite, they're not meteors. Darn it, I was really hoping they were meteors. But they're hematite. I feel like science is kind of stuck on meteors are specifically one thing and one thing only. There's, a couple types, but there's still one thing and one thing only. I really do feel that, there are probably other types of meteors that they're not calling meteors. But I guess we'll have to just deal with what they say. I need to go out and fix the weather station today. The rain gauge is not working. According to the website, I had to check the website, and it sounds like there's a busted wire. So there's a possibility there's a mouse chew in the rain bucket. The rain bucket's not working properly. It shows that it's raining almost all the time. And then we get 2 or 3 inches, and it's dry as bone out here. Colloidal silver's coming along nicely. What else am I going to do? I need to cut this little bit off right here. There's a board under there. See it? That I need to cut off. We're going to try and put metal up along this. But I'm thinking, while it's not too windy, yeah, right, I said the W word, I'm in trouble now. While it's not too W outside, I'll go ahead and start putting a panel up. What I'm going to do is just put the metal up, and I have a different idea on how it might work out really well on getting the second piece of metal up for holding the panel. Alright, need to feed the dogs and get a shower, and the water heater is on. That's coming along nice. I can do this on just 12 volt. While I'm out running around, I'm going to see if I can find a 12 volt cigarette lighter plug with a wire attached and change this to where it's just all 12 volt. That will work nicely. I'm thinking that along with a little bit of Clorox in the rainwater, I put about a cup in a month in the rainwater when it's raining. Sometimes more, sometimes less. But I'm thinking with the colloidal silver, that would be really good because colloidal silver will kill all the bacteria. It should, anyhow. We will see. We talked about this. Sue and I talked about it. We're going to buy a microscope and start checking the water ourselves, taking a look in it and seeing what's in there. Probably scare us and we'll never drink water again. But dogs are hungry. They're sitting there looking at me like, feed me, feed me. Of course, baby's always saying, feed me. Those are the only two words he knows. Feed me. And Sheldon's just saying, I want to lick the floor. So, and I've had enough TV. TV's just really gone bad. This last 2 years, TV is horrid. The only thing that's worth watching anymore is Walking Dead and Big Bang. Did you guys see Carl died in Walking Dead? That was terrible. That was really bad. He probably just wanted more money, so they got rid of him. Anyhow, back to work. Okay, I got 1 gallon of colloidal silver here made up. I'm going to put this in the big tank. I'm going to put this in the big tank, and then I'll make another gallon for the small tank. So I'll be back. Okay, I got the colloidal silver in the tanks. I put 1 gallon in the big tank and 1 gallon in the small tank. I'm working on the toolbox now. I'm not getting a lot done, but you know how it goes. I'm just feeling lazy. I got the liner in the top box all the way down. I don't have enough for this box, so I'll have to go to town whether I want to or not. I need 2 rolls, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drawers there, and these 2 drawers here don't have it in them. So just this much here, 1, 2, 3, 4, was 1 roll, and I didn't have anything left over. So I'll need 2 rolls for the bottom because they're bigger drawers for one thing, and gonna have to get busy on that. I found that some European countries have banned colloidal silver for use for health because people are getting healthy and they don't want that. So what they're doing is they're selling it as a water purification, and then people are just drinking it. But that's what I'm doing. I just added 1 gallon to each tank, and we'll see how that does. I'm going to talk to Sue and see if we can't come up with a microscope to start looking for bacteria and stuff. I used to have a microscope a long time ago. It was a lot of fun, but then I got scared, because I thought, I was going to create the blob and it was going to come out and eat me and stuff like that. So I don't have that telescope anymore. I think I don't really want to get out the lift today, but you can see the back room is full of dogs. So the back room is full and I can't get to anything. I took my bike outside this morning while the dogs were out in the backyard. That way they wouldn't scratch it like they did before. I don't know if anybody out there watches, what's it called, Ancient Aliens, and they're always talking about the Hindu gods and how they were believed to be aliens, and that could be. But something I noticed, something I discovered, was colloidal silver comes from the Hindu culture. They were using it. They've been using colloidal silver for centuries in the Hindu culture, the Indian culture, And if you notice, some of the pictures of the Hindu gods, their skin is blue. Not all of them, but some of them. It's not flesh colored. It's either green or gray or blue. Now, if you take too much colloidal silver, it'll turn your skin blue. Something that this is just my theory, and it's probably true, but this is just my theory. The aliens, when we sent somebody up to space, like when we sent the people to the moon, which of course that was fake according to all the liberals, but when we sent people to the moon, we put them in quarantine for 2 weeks after they came back to make sure they didn't have any germs. So if the aliens, if the Hindu gods were aliens, what better way to protect yourself from earth germs than to take a whole lot of colloidal silver? And what's it do? It turned their skin blue. So it's entirely possible that colloidal silver is the reason the alien gods or the Hindu gods were blue. That's hard telling. It's a very good possibility. I like theories. I have a lot of theories, and they're all true, of course. But that's what I believe. If there were aliens coming here and posed as gods to the Hindus, to the Indians, way back when, according to the way Ancient Aliens says it was, then what better way to protect yourself than drink large quantities of colloidal silver? And it turned their skin blue. It's entirely possible. You know, we're discovering planets out there every day, and we're not the only ones. We're not all there is. There's more. No doubt. I mean, I have dogs wandering around, alien dogs wandering around on the property down here. But I was going to go and ride to pick up those rocks from the tech center, but my knee is killing me, so I'm not going to be doing any ladders or nothing. I would get out the lift, but that's really time consuming, and put these cabinets up. I may do it anyhow, but it's really time consuming and I'm a little bit sore, so I don't think I want to do that. I may think what I'll just do is go ahead and hop in the car. The car hurts worse than the bike, but you got to do what you got to do. If I hop in the car, I'll go to town and pick up some more plastic, and I need to buy some printer paper. Wow, that's a gigantic fly. I think they're dead. I hope they're dead. Man, those are giant man-eating radioactive flies. Gonna have to get a bigger fly swatter. Baby won't go outside. He's scared. So back to work. I gotta decide what I'm gonna do here. The toolbox is coming along really well. I got some stuff in there. Pliers, screwdrivers and chisels, sockets and wrenches. Nothing. I'm going to put all the cutters and measuring stuff up here. This isn't where everything's going to end up for sure, but that's just where I've got it now to get it out of the way. So, watching Stargate SG-1. That's a good show. I used to love that show, but they discontinued it, killed off all the Gould. But back to work. I gotta turn the TV down. Find the remote.
You may be entitled to substantial compensation. That's 1-800-675-8700. Call now.
I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of cabinets up. But what I'm going to have to do is build a rack to fit under it. so I can get them all up the exact same height. I want them all to be the same. I'm going to do this one here. Might be the only one today because I got to get metal up on that end. I also need to open this one up and put in a something to hold it back. I've only got one side of the screws up on this. I need both sides up or it will come down eventually. So that's the other thing that I need to do today. So I'm going to get busy. And watching The Quick and the Dead, the Indian that was in this was supposed to be a super fast draw. He shot 6 rounds, and then if you get a chance to watch this, they shot 6 rounds. Then they show him holding the gun, which still has 4 rounds in it. Typical Hollywood. Yeah. All right. There is my box. I'm going to set the cabinet on that and then get it mounted. I'm trying to remember how I wired everything there. I guess I'll find out when I hit something. All right, back to work. Yeah, I forgot about the center cabinet, so I got my lift out, and I'm going to push it up with that and get everything starting from that end over screwed to the wall and leveled. So I also need to find my level, which is who knows where it's at. I'll find that here pretty quick. I'm going to use the lift to get it up there. The end cabinet is a little bit higher, maybe a 1/4 inch higher, but that's okay because that cabinet's removable and I want it that way. So I'm going to get things lifted and start screwing stuff to the wall. I'm using anchors, if I can find them. Oh, yeah, here they are. Going to be using anchors and washers to hold it in, hold them up there. So here we go. There's all that. Got it all up. It's just about a 1/16 of an inch off up there, and right on the money right there. So it's pretty darn close. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here on the bottom. Gonna have to figure that out. But it's all up and working. I don't know if I want to turn this door around or not because that's where the spices are and that's where the stove is. So that's all in. I'm microwaving, I'm thawing actually some bacon. Gonna have bacon for dinner. And that's about it. Gotta set this aside. That's the dimensions for the toolbox. Tomorrow morning I'll head off and do what I gotta do for that. Get parts. So I think that's going to be it for this video, and I'm going to shut this one down and get it published. Anyhow, that's the project for the day. I got cabinets up. They came out pretty good. I do need to get some more screws, a package of the anchors, a couple packages because I have 2 more cabinets to put up, so I better buy 2 packages of anchors. And I need some long screws to go through right here to fasten the cabinets together. And that's about it. Came out good. For somebody who is totally unable to screw in a nail, this is coming out alright. So back to work.